Can MongolZ find some form? This is a team that everybody loves to watch.
And I am curious to see CobraZera and what he can deliver. Looks like the bookies are favouring FURIA.
Fallen to take first contact, KSerato to clean up the mess.
Yeah, they jump over his sight line, so now KSerato with his vision gone. They're already managing to overrun. Only the one. It's not enough from KSerato and co. Will Blitz be considering this in time for that flank, or will it just be a shot to the side of the head? Looks like he has just adjusted his crosshair in time.
Perfect. Yuri lingers. He's going to lose it as well, as 4 out of the 5 stand alive in the pistol round conversion. Beautiful stuff, simple stuff. The first round on the board. FURIA are 4 straight losses on Mirage, so you can understand the pick of the MongolZ. Also a bit of a comfort map for them. See if we have another 3 mapper on our hands. It's going to be quite the fall for FURIA if they were to be eliminated in last place in Stage 2. This is a team who won 3 consecutive trophies, starting at TWC, Chengdu, and then Hong Kong for Rivals, leading into the Budapest Major, becoming one of the top dogs or main contenders alongside of your Vitalities of the world. Lose to Na'Vi in that quarter, and they start off the year looking very rusty. Was it a honeymoon? Pretty good one.
Yeah, you had a good time.
Spoiled each other.
Yeah. How many for Techno here? Ooh, made a strong case for the third there onto Yuri, but he hasn't got the bullets. His teammates will finish the job.
Okay, that is a beautiful patch of rounds right there. 4 alive on the pistol, 5 around on the anti-eco, and now the gun's equipped.
Wow, CobraZera has got his gaming sleeve on his keyboard arm.
Maybe he just thinks it looks cool.
That might be it.
It's not for functionality.
Yeah. 2 Wilds looks cool. Fallen's mouse pad.
KSerato doesn't even have his sleeve on.
Maybe he's just repping the MongolZ.
Sleeve is on the desk.
Just in case he needs it. So it depends on how map 1 goes.
Okay. Well, we'll see if it is required. Because of the buying pattern, no MongolZ AWP. Takes an early joust window with the M4, and he's been pressed away. Quick mid-control taken. CobraZera down by Con. Kinder and Yuri starting to investigate over towards a ramp. So taking some space in the loss of middle. KSerato connector, MongolZ window floating. Fallen with it all to do on B if they do come a knocking. Connector block spoke. And in no rush are the MongolZ. Redeploy of window smoke on the way.
Oh.
Big nade there onto Techno. And 4 through middle. Looks like they want to try and split into A through connector. This is going to be brute force. Kinder and Yuri on their own.
They do block Palace, hoping Mazinha will respect that. Time-sensitive mission, boys. We are going to have to make our move.
I have so many nades for this type of a play as well. They're all in the same choke point with all this utility.
It is still just Yukinder and Yuri, though. Looks good for the MongolZ unless one of these two does bits. Oh! Ah, it's the opposite of bits, isn't it? That's Bob's. Diddly squat for Yukinder, and his position now noted. I thought that would have been communicated. CobraZera did not expect a repeat after damage was done to Yukinder, but now do you overlook Yuri? That's the double up. That's what they're looking for, but no, now Yuri reveals his position without lethality. Distraction at least for the CT fight. Blitz should be going down. Good pre-fire from Yuri. Gives them the man advantage on the retake. Fallen quick with the kit. Another fight available for Yuri. Fallen and KSerato flood into the side from CT. FURIA, strong case for the retake already. The bomb being defused. No wallbang available. It's FURIA on the board early.
And you bang on there, right? Yukinder's the guy who goes down first. He's the con player, so you should have had the short player. You should have had a pretty good idea that there was Yuri lingering around. I like the approach, though, because you get the Molotov thrown out from Mazinha towards Tetris, so they clearly identified what the setup was quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So a bit of a misplay there from the rookie. First gun round goes to FURIA. Still no AWP on the server for round number 4. But they got that mid control with a lot of ease. Janko breaking down some of the problems that FURIA have been having on this map. Oof, and a team flash there, so slightly off on their timing and comms right now.
Oh, what a shot. 910 just completely owns Yakinda. K-Serato finds him though, and ooh, he's lucky to be alive. He gets away on 4 HP.
Zinho's lurk is activating now. He was considering taking a peek. It's Yuri on site he has to deal with. Techno coming back to grab that bomb. He's going to play ahead of this. All right, good info. That tells you A defenders over towards Ticket, so that can help inform this execute that has a heap of Molotov short. One smoke on Blitz, who's actually in middle, so he won't be able to deploy that over towards A with any ease. They're pushing B app, so they're getting info. Fallen can start rotating over. They are essentially playing retake A right now, but this info should inform the Brazilian core of what's coming.
Yeah, Molodoi is going to have his work cut out for him. Yuri will be one reporting. They really are taking it slow. 30 seconds, dead silence, here it comes.
Molodio's ahead of this.
Molodoi trying to pick his moment. He can actually deny. Yeah, perfectly. No cover provided whatsoever. He gets away with his life, and now 18 seconds. That clock comes back to haunt you. You've got to get across his sight line. Mazinho is in 2 minds. I need to take fights, but I need to plant. K-Serato can take him down and round. Nothing for Blitz, and some moments where it does look a little too easy for the FURIA defense. These rounds onto the A finish haven't quite been working out for them. 2 rounds back to back. Because
of the clock, they have to make assumptions, right? So they've double mollied jungle. They're not assuming that Molodoi is actually already ahead of this. They're just thinking that's clear, right? There's no way, and they have to, right? This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Because of the time, you can't be diligent clearing everything out. And then the flank comes in from that B info play, and that's a beautiful round. You force them down to Eco. FURIA wanting to snap this loss streak on Mirage. Be able to take their 3rd right now. And I think Yanko's correct in the sense that Mara and the MongolZ have bought themselves good faith with their roster changes based off of the players we've seen them bring in and what they've grown into, especially within 2025, making a major final back in Austin.
Nade could be good. Doesn't pull it out just yet.
Well, juggling util.
Back.
Yeah, flushed. All right, well, handling business. We probably a bit scarred from the Falcons Aurora game. It's just a Deagle and Glock, so should be fine.
Yeah, there shouldn't be much more to be said about this one. You can see the utility usage has been really well positioned and well timed.
It's just, come on, boys. Let's get the eco over and done with, shall we? Well, there's another piece of utility. That's more money spent, more money to have to be reinvested. Really making the most of every round, and that's what you love to see. James coming back in, you know, he's going, everybody, look, this is how it's done, all right?
Paravision wins 1 trophy, and this is Counter-Strike.
Everyone's just got, every round will be down to the last 20 seconds, and that's a guarantee. As all 5 staying alive, that's 4 for Yakinda.
And it's 4 AK-47s for FURIA. They keep hold of all of them.
And still no need for a Molodoi AWP. So that's yet to come out. We know just the level of impact this kid can have when he is on. Will it be more of the same from the Mongols with this slow crawl?
Little overshot on the incendiary from Yakinda gives free access back boxes.
Okay, they've heard that. Zinho and Cobra Zero in Palace will have heard the steps. Blitz on the timing.
Yeah, nice shot. Punishes Molodoi. Pressure now amplified onto K-Serato and Yuri. These two have played together an awfully long time. Where's that synergy now? You just dip away. Gets his. Easy frag. 910 exposed. It's just falling apart for the Mongols. Segregated, isolated, Jaws, Techno in the clutch, and a very easy bomb plant. So he's gotten The first step and the second, but jumping up and a missed shot. Yakinda will punish.
Oof, that's a brave move there from Yakinda. Knows that he's pinned towards default, but Fallen wasn't in a position to be able to trade him in that moment. So backing his aim, Yakinda will get 2 within the round and secure number 4. With the bomb going down, there can be a bit of a conversation around a more exciting partial buy for MongolZ into the next, however. Once Blitz identifies that it's 2 players aggressive ramp, he takes his timing on Con, gets that opener, but it's not enough. Not enough at all. The assertive moves from Yakinda. That's the difference maker as Mara will get on the mic with the first tactical timeout. Sid making a lot of noise. I think he's having to make up for maybe a lack of energy, right? When you were riding that high late last year that FURIA were with the 3 trophies, you kind of get not the major result you were looking for. You can still go into the break and be quite content with things, but when I saw them play in Bounty, especially at the LAN portion, it looked shaky. There was moments where players' individual prowess was letting them down. Normally, they'd be good for 1, and then maybe even the second. They weren't even getting the first, just looked wobbly in the aim department. MongolZ had to carry them in some games to bail them out of bad situations. And that's why if they do come last year in Stage 2, you start questioning, okay, well, what a fall from grace this would be. You start questioning everything that you were doing last season. Was it even working? How do we get back to that point? But a win against MongolZ, this is 2 big names from 2025 clashing for last place here in 2026. So someone's going to go home with tears.
Hello, that's a great opening kill. Catches KSCERATO on his first excursion from the short side. Yakinda's committed to this as well. If 910 is not careful, Yakinda's got a bullet with his name on it. Oh, back turn, poor CobraZera. He assumed 910 was still on the line. As he progressed short, Yakinda catches the time. Oh, he backs himself for another. 910 will catch. Nice frags across the board. Either side of the map, MongolZ have the advantage. Blitz extends it, wins it out, removes the threat. Techno an easy pickup and denial of MongolZ's AWP save. Caught through the murder hole.
Okay. They get into that one quite easy, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, these rounds, they go one way or the other, but neither of them, you know, it's not like it's come down to the wire. Either convincing one way or the other.
So that one there was another opening, but not actually able to make good on it. So good stuff for the MongolZ as they I don't want to say dominating, but leading that stat line early. It's 5-2 in terms of opening kills. And a second tactical timeout from Mara off the back of that round success. So is there an adjustment? Maybe just wants to warn them of what they could be going up against here. But both teams fully bought in, and now AWP's donned on either side. Let's see if we get that clash. Straight into an A execute, essentially. See them lining up the nades. So 2 ramp, 2 palace. CobraZera gets to be the X Factor lurk, who's just tending with underpass push, as well as be apartments. The util in place for this finish is...
It's going to come quick.
Yeah, well, they've already investigated mid-control off the back of MongolZ, so they should have a good idea that they should be on high alert for these site hits.
Yeah, Yuri's ready for a potential pop. Here comes the util. What's his reaction? He's going to just tuck and hope that he can catch something on the commitment. KSCERATO ahead of the smoke wall. Oh, he's done well. Catches Mazinho trying to lead the charge. Techno further forward and just exposed. KSCERATO doing very well. MongolZ a flank onto Blitz. 910 feeling their heat. Got to be worried about the flank and fight forward as, yep, there goes the round.
Yeah, CobraZera's entire job there is to play clutch and be a nuisance as they're rotating away. He's not meant to be trying to make his way through B with the bomb down in T spawn. So MongolZ investigates top mid, a crazy flank on the AWP, and that is less 910 can show some real prowess in the AK. MongolZ says no.
Nice.
You're right, there is a perceivable...
He always makes noise, but it feels like everyone else is a bit more placid, and he's really trying to inject some energy. KSCERATO just playing on the cusp of these smokes, poking holes in them and finding more impact, so good job from KSCERATO. And Fallen just, hey, My A defense is strong. I'm all good. I can hold for this.
Also, he's not complaining. He gets a AK-47 to throw towards K-Serato. Oof. Actually, elects to go aggressive, so it could be an AWP head-to-head towards underpass. Not something you see all the time. Perfect. 9-10, the best gun for the Mongols, and drawing first blood is a good start. Booked is Yakinda. This one's already over. This is what I'm saying. Every round convincing one way or the other. Yuri perhaps a discrepancy. Catches Techno 2-on-4. And he's lucky to be alive. He anticipates that A-lurk. Yep, there it is. Just the tip of the head spotted on the top of Tetris. And yeah, that's the end of the round.
Yeah, Mazinho always had that one, right? The timing that he has to catch. If he goes down, then okay, they're all going to be coming from the same direction. But now it's just Fallen left in a 1-on-4 situation. And he's just going to want to hold on to this. We have to take stock of the finances right now. Loss bonus going into the next will only be 1,400. So this can be quite valuable. Right, Yuri is going to have 4K on the nose, so dropping him so he can get nades. K-Serato should be able to buy. I don't know if Blitz wants to push through the murder hole to deal with this. They get rid of that secondary AWP and get themselves something a little bit better. I don't think you want to be carrying double orbs. You also don't want to let Fallen pick that up for free. Okay, and there you go. CobraZero is actually going to take the Galil over. That's how badly they don't want to have double orbs on the T side.
Oh, he found an M4 in the last second, so okay. Even better.
Nice.
And Sid is going to take this opportunity. So yeah, cool reaction. You draw blood towards underpass. You anticipate there may be a reaction from the short player, and you swing out mid for some impactful frags from CobraZero's Galil.
One calls, yes. Already calls.
Yakinda reacts to that info, and they find him top mid.
Okay, so they had no issues in the buy department, as discussed. Sid's just going to take this time out before they do, because we're at the tail end of the half right now. There's 3 rounds left. Both teams fully invested, but it's the CT's finances that would put you in a miserable spot, right? So you lose this, you lose everything, you get 1,900, you're in a position to eco, then it's going to be 6 to Mongols. You buy into the last with still a pretty rough buy, and you could even lose the half, 7-5. So wanted to make sure they give this one the best chance. This is a great opportunity to take those 30 seconds and starting nobody A. 2 through window. 3B, short boost.
A little bit of damage for Blitz to work with. Naded down by the K-Serato HE.
Yeah, they're completely selling A in this situation, right? They just had K-Serato top con. Now it's MongolZ who's worrying about the Palace play. They want to lock down mid. And again, returning to the death segment, talking about some of the woes. But this is all in. You are set up now. Yakinda on the jiggle. If there's a good flash, he's going to be blind. Fallen's going to be on that top rope. And, well, here's the flash lined up by 9-10.
And Yakinda has enough vision to get CobraZero low. MongolZ take some of that space back. Block smoke con thrown out by Yakinda.
What's that? Nades now. Fallen with... They're just going to juggle those last key pieces. So B blocked as well, and that's it. No nades left for the CTs.
Okay, you just have to be able to find this finish cleanly. You've got 32 to do that. Vom's going B.
Yuri's going to try and bait for Fallen here.
Oh, MongolZ tags up 9.
They know it's the split now. They must have.
That's going to be a clear indicator that short's going to be the finish because the bomb is on its way. Fallen going to have to just stand in the flames for one. Yuri chips in onto Blitz. There's another from Yuri. It's his bomb site. Yakinda's there, but he's not doing anything. Cobra? You know Yuri was there. No, you don't, I guess. He just had to plant hope 9-10 could provide the cover because the round is done. A 6 for FURIA and no AWP for 9-10.
Oh, did he go down after time?
Yeah, he did.
1,600 bucks there. Okay. Oof, that was a tough round, wasn't it, right? They even lose the opening kill there. MongolZ goes down in the exchange with the 9-10 AWP. They have no nades. They're just going to have to do this the hard way. But yeah, for CobraZero, he's like, well,
I mean,
I guess...
you hope he peeks from the other, like a side that 910 can help you with. That's it.
It's always a mystery, the MongolZ comms as well, because they always are quite placid people, right? And we don't ever get any listens in because we don't speak Mongolian, so we don't even know how much they're talking. His teammates may have said nothing and just assumed that he had that info, and right, that's a possibility. I'm speculating.
I reckon if you wanted to like compare, like, and contrast team comms, did you hear the BC game listening?
Oh yeah.
I reckon MongolZ is exactly the opposite of that. It's just like two doors. Nade, not going to find its mark too bad, just on the front of Blitz.
All right, well, they've taken this palace control early. So this space, you're going to see Yakinda just stay parked, or maybe even keep on pushing. He might be able to catch a timing right now. The bomb is back towards T-spawn.
The whole team?
Yeah, and this is going to be weird. He's hearing steps.
Yeah, but that's so much info. Does he want to let them know that he knows? They're going to find out, though. Yeah, Techno.
Well, now the jig's up.
Your whole plan. Do you want to execute it anyway? There's already a rotation from K-Serato. Yuri's burrowed in on site.
It's the clock again.
Again, we find ourselves at 35 seconds. This time a man disadvantage for the MongolZ.
Mazinho's looking out A, doesn't see anything.
They're taking the bomb B. They're actually going to try and pivot. Running for the fight.
But they just have to jump out.
Yeah, and MongolZ just has to hit this.
And then Fallen will be in market.
He hears it.
Oh.
And he just has to hit this one shot. Hard one. Not the bomb. Bomb's hunting him and covered. Just like that. Little too easy.
Oh, this is...
It's got a funky feel.
It's ugly in moments.
Yeah.
It's just... Oof. It doesn't look as pieced together. Obviously, MongolZ, they've had their approach to the game put under the microscope and criticized in separate ways, but then they keep getting these results and they put controllers in. It's like, oh, it's still working, okay, but right now it looks a little bit ugly. So let's see if some individual Bruins can bail them out and get them a fifth before the halftime break.
That would be true Mongol style. Finding that competitive 7-5 scoreline with a couple of pistols.
They're never really in any brawly positions, though, it feels. And the ones that we have seen, then they've been able to get themselves an entry or a nice trade, get some space. Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, that'll do.
Strips Techno of his life into this final one. 4v5. Need to find the finish. Decent amount of nades, but it's the firepower that's the problem. That's MongolZ's first opener. Catch this one again with X-ray off. Wow. Even better. All right, well, they're parked up, ready to explode onto B. K-Serato's here. Fallen is starting to cheat over, and here they come.
K-Serato lies in wait. It should be MongolZ that draws attention. Nails his first shot, and CobraZero's gone. Spots and confirms more bodies on the way. Mzinho, ooh, only the one. MongolZ makes sure of it, and that'll be that. 8-4 on the half. This is an unusual flavour to the first half of play.
It was an odd one. We'll see if MongolZ on the CT side can start delivering something a little bit more cohesive. FURIA will be setting the tempo. 9-10, waits at Van. Techno to take first contact. CobraZero can help from short. Here they come.
Techno looking for the tail end, doesn't hit his shots. 9-10 no vision, but he's not been checked. Fallen. Oh no, 9-10, yeah, that's not the precision he needed for the multi. Blitz in the smoke, runs straight on past K-Serato, and he ain't missing that.
Okay, Mzinho in a 1v4. Oh, we split the pistols.
It's split.
That's indeed, okay. Oh, maybe FURIA found their fangs.
I love that Hirosh has found his way into Sid's vocabulary.
Yeah, and Ibora and nice.
Yeah,
so, you know, he's made sure he's covered everything.
Trilingual celebration.
Well, this is about to get away from MongolZ extremely quickly if they do not win this next round. They have decided to force buy in on the CT side, so losing this, it's worth 2 for FURIA. Scout for 9-10, pistols for the rest, and a tough one there for 9-10. The flashes, they really suppressed him in that moment. Can they create a trap that FURIA walk into?
He did fire off a
Head.
USP.
Oh, the head would have just been spotted for Yakinda.
Yeah. Oh, CobraZera sounds off the Desert Eagle.
They do have smokes to block, 4 of which still in play. So FURIA now need to make sure that they're a threat across the map to draw these out. Still 4 in play. Good restraint right now. Not blocking unless necessary. Zinho jiggling the ramp. Techno just blocks B now. It's awfully quiet across the map. A minute on the clock.
The finish is uncertain, but the bomb looking to be a key indicator towards A.
It's problematic though because Mousinho's playing on the jiggle towards the ramp. Depending on the time they show themselves, they might be going through a grey screen right now.
Yeah, MongolZ is going to be the man on the scene, full on lining up util. And there's the block smoke. Ooh, 9-10 folks for the connector split. Just has to nail this, and he spots one slipping on up. Forced to drop down. The flashbang does connect, and the bullets don't. Nice from Yakinda. Takes down the ticket threat. Zinho forced into the fight. CobraZera, Blitz. Everyone's hit a Deagle headshot or something. A 5-7 even from Blitz. Makes Fallen have to handle a 1v3. Otherwise, Mongol's 4CB is actually going to net them an opportunity in Mirage. All to play for. Just one to get past.
Smoke with the bomb.
Yeah, that 10-second defuse. They will still need to find him. There we go. Now they know. And he's got too much on his screen. Techno combines with CobraZera's bullets. MongolZ, they'll profit.
Okay, and that one there, it felt pretty hopeless, didn't it? I think the timing there on the block smoke was really good. Not enough pressure, not enough investigation early. That's a nice round there from the MongolZ overall. But Mousinho, the fact that he gets 2 kills, right? The first one is Zinger on the players coming up through Con. It's the second under so much pressure, right? There's a molly at his feet, and he just focuses in for this. That's the first. Beautiful. Then Blitz through the smoke, and this one. That's the one right there that tips the round in their favor. And they're playing that grouped up smoke on the bomb. Fallen wants to peek ahead of the timing. So Sid to try and call them back in with hopefully a pocket force. This FURIA team surprised everybody back in Austin. Then the second half of 2025, they really started to pick up steam. And some woes to kick off this season. High expectations. People want to see it deliver now. There is the force. Just come strafing out mid together.
Yep. Okay, CobraZera could definitely have a bit of a farm fest on mid. Blitz in support as well. Looking for that first bullet, and they start to unload. Look at them go! Blitz with 3. Just like that, the round is done. The force buy falls flat.
Whatever that call was in the attack timeout looks very silly after that. That looked like they were on eco.
Yeah, it did.
Right? That looked like 5 Glocks swinging out mid against rifles. That's what that looked like. Now you are eco.
Yeah, you've kind of let them back in here. Or they've taken it by force.
Yeah, it's, again, the individual. Mousinho's only got 6 kills, but you think about the impact of those double digs, right?
Yeah.
And then now the flow-on effect.
Yeah,
So this is why not all kills are the same in Counter-Strike.
certainly a round swing percentage, you could say.
I want to see in that TV there if the new gen, the Gen Alphas, know that that's a television.
Oh, I don't know. No.
Because modern TVs look nothing like that.
They probably think it's like a fridge or something.
Is that an old microwave?
Mini fridge.
Yeah, it looks closer to a microwave.
Yeah, it does.
Just without the buttons.
Kaboom.
Yeah, Bishop Bosh and a bash. Just got to dispel the singular deagle. Techno. Laboured spray, but gets the job done and just keeps on farming. Another one for him. He's even down to the sidearm. Just 2 to find, and this has been a very well handled patch of rounds for the Mongols. The first half, the flavor, the pace, it felt quite disconnected. At the times that even the comms weren't flowing, but working their way back into things, it becomes a 2-round game pretty swiftly. MR12 can get away from you quick. And also draw everyone's attention to the qualification game for the arena that is going on the B stream. Go check out G2 versus Foot. That's into its 2nd map of play. coming up later today, we will have Na'Vi versus Spirit for the second team from Group A to lock themselves in for not only the arena, but the seeding match. So be a bit of a barn burner with the history that Spirit and Na'Vi have. Hopefully Emma is feeling a little bit better, but let's go. Nico's dealt with, back into the guns.
Oh, get some help. Sometimes you just need a bit of help.
And it's a team game, right? So if anything, I encourage it.
Does delay his access, and doesn't look like it's going to cost him. Yakinda, that's going to kill you.
Yeah, mate.
Bonk.
They have to lurk out A now. They're going to try and take some space. MongolZ and Yuri.
Okay, well, it's a test for the two of them.
CobraZero here at the joke up.
And Mazinho's very comfortable in these fights.
Oh, dear.
Nice one back, but he got dinked in the process. Looks like it's likely for CobraZero to get a freebie. And he does.
Yeah, this is tough.
Yeah, I mean, both teams' T sides has looked rather meek.
Yeah, I think the force buy from FURIA is the one that is the most puzzling. I think Mongols put them under a lot of pressure second round after the pistol conversion, and they've lost another one. I think, you know, you have some issues in the FURIA camp because you've got the brain trust, which is essentially Fallen and Yakinda because of the positions that Yakinda plays, and also the way that he looks at micro. We've always known that Yakinda's big on that. And then Sid, the coach. So you have to balance it between those three, but then it's about keeping the ideas flowing. Before you could rely on MongolZ with the AWP. Well, just there he didn't have the AWP. So it's going to take another round before you were going to be able to buy that. You went from being so close to closing it quickly to now 4 straight rounds, and that's after you won the pistols. So this is another moment where you get brought back down to earth. There's the tag, there's the nade, there's the opener.
Yeah, well put together by 9-10.
Three smokes in middle, 1 con, 1 cat, 1 window, but they're going to go into an A execute.
Blitz is out mid. Audible for Yakinda. Dipping back into con.
Might have a good timing on this.
Yeah, there very well could be a chance as he slinks on out.
See you later.
And see ya, Blitz! Good cover from MongolZ. No trade available, but there's someone onto the site. The Tech-9s have broken through the first line of defense. MongolZ on the back foot, backs away. They're going for the plant, but overlooked. No covering fire. MongolZ holds it down. Tech-9's doing their best, but already you're running out of time to get that bomb planted without that smoke cover. And they just push on in. They ain't playing scared at all, running at him. Yuri finds himself one of the 3 required, somehow still alive as another AK bullet finds him. Cuts noise, hopes to buy time.
Techno, where's he gone off to?
Yeah, he's gone on an adventure to ensure he can't just slink to B, I guess.
Yeah, but this is opening up some 1v1s, and you've left the young gun on the site on his own.
Oh, I think he knows. If CobraZero even just oversteps an inch, it could have been warped. That's the shot he had to hit. Uncomfortable for Yuri. Goes down. We got a tied up game. 8-4 to 9-9.
That's a very threatening round right there. Yakinda found a perfect timing, punishes Blitz in connector, and then the swarm happens. But MongolZ, again, another impactful double. Sure, it's not against a gun round, but still stopping FURIA from getting back into things on their T side. Just swings out. As you mentioned, no one covering, not ready for this. Just so brazen. The trade comes in, but it's too late. Now MongolZ will get the AWP. Had a tough time with opening deaths in the first half. Had 4 openings go against him, only 1 to his name. Now they need to set him up. They need the Kazakh to find the opener. Rookie of the year takes down CobraZero.
As soon as that AWP's in his hand, his name's in the feed. Smoke break cost them an opening. CobraZero watching from the sidelines. 9-10 for the response. Unable to connect the bullet. These are those opening kills you really want to see FURIA demonstrate an ability to convert confidently.
Mongols move their AWP over towards B, which if it is a B split is great. 9-10 gets to take some long-range duels if Fallen can't break through the B apartments.
He's actually sticking around for this fight. Yakinda head-to-head with Techno. Techno and 9-10 strike in unison. Blitz gets an exposed MongolZ. No cover from K-Serato. It's just falling through FURIA's fingers. Yeah, one tap to the back of the head of Mzinho, but the bomb is under enemy control. There's a lot more work to be done for Yuri. He's only got 28 seconds to do it, an impossible scenario.
These are some of the least convincing T-sides on Mirage I've seen in a while from both of these squads. And you were bang on saying these are the type of rounds, if your AWP gives you the opening, you need to be able to convert. But everything just came so easy, right? 9-10's AWP on B. Fallen doesn't have anything to push him off the line. 9-10 deletes him. Next fight happens at shore. Then connector plays. It couldn't have gone better, right? MongolZ looked like they were in a 5v5 with how easy that was.
Truly. I agree.
Counter-terrorists win.
So one saved AK. Loss bonus at least is in play at the maxed out level for FURIA. And they're going to shove. Fallen's already gone in with a Galil. Smoke, double flash. Here's that opener again. It's great. Just angles down, takes down CobraZero. Tough position for him, and he's going to have a lot to learn when playing top-tier Counter-Strike, but his team make good on the promise. You see the kills just coming in. Damn quick. Everything works out perfectly. Consmoke fades. Mullet has to worry about short. How quick the faith falls apart. Already out ramp on A.
Looks bleak. Yuri's trying to be a difference maker. A pace setter. Maneuvers forward. Fallen actually catches through the smoke. A headshot. With Mzinho gone, Yakinda wins his duel, and now it's their turn to have a convincing one without if any, resistance.
That's a bit of attitude there, right? Instead of like playing slow and just trying to work over the map, they go, all right, hold up, what are we doing, right? We can shoot. Well, let's do that. Let's just get out a couple of key pieces of opening utility and take some fights. That's what you want to see. I think that should make you feel pretty happy if you're Fallen, right? Let's just get out there and win these duels. I understand it's not that simple. There's more layers to it. But trying to move so meticulously across the map, you can see in a couple of these scenarios, it has cost them. Bomb will go down on A. Techno position now noted, and now it's about, do they really want to try and take this away? There's so much cash to work with for the Mongols because of that spree of 6 straight rounds. So you actually have more to lose than gain in this scenario if you give away too many rifles.
Yeah, I think Techno's going to be given the good graces to bring that through when their bank account is swollen. But what's that, number 2? Yeah, wow. Since the pistol, FURIA, that is the first gun round we've seen from the T side, and it is, as you said, just
run out and take fights.
Go fight.
They literally run out A and out middle and take duels and win them. And that's all that unfolded right there, but there's still...
We didn't see Fallen's shot onto Mzinho, but I think it was like through smoke, through the box, headshot. Like, not the kind of thing... Oh, put that back in.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just charging my phone.
No worries. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, nah, of course.
I mean, easy for MongolZ to dismiss some of those kills, not going to be easy for FURIA to replicate.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Right, how are you meant to be able to do that again? And you know that MongolZ, because of that spree we were just talking about, have at least one more residual buy after this, probably 2, depending on the saves. But at least it's shown FURIA, hey, let's play with a bit of confidence. Let's not be afraid to take these fights. Ramp fight on their way.
Fight coming. And missed shot from the MongolZ AWP. Yuri doesn't go swinging for the trade, and that's going to cost him 40 health. CobraZero wants to swing, doesn't overcommit. I think he gets pulled back by Mzinho. Doesn't matter. Forward stance punished. Trade frag belated, but arrives.
Yeah, Mzinho being low on A. This becomes a real problem now. If it's more of a group up and finish together situation right now from FURIA, they could be finding consecutive rounds in this T half. Blitz is going to go for some information by pushing through underpass. This will open up the rotation. Techno can now head over, so Mzinho no longer on his own. 9-10 knows no one can come through underpass, just has to worry about top middle. And Yakinda heading back into Blitz's domain.
And Yakinda can't win it out. He hit a couple of bullets to the body.
That forces you A, surely, that you don't have another option right now.
And that's what Blitz is thinking too.
Oof.
Really is uncomfortable now. You've got 45. You've just re-smoked mid-window. You're hoping that leads to some CTs forced to answer questions about middle. But I think a passing glance from Khan and they're fine, they're set.
Okay, so Fallen's going to be able to do double smoke from here.
Bro, it's 29.
I know, but it's the best crack.
All right. Mzinho, 15 HP. He's going to be able to probably get 1 with this position, and then it's all just going to fall into place for an 11th. But for who? Yeah, Easy back turn, double kill. Mazinho's done it. No issues whatsoever. FURIA back to the drawing board. No replication, no success.
Let's see if they do go back to just running out and taking the fight to the next with a real pace change. Fallen sounds off the AWP, but they're going to run at him. They're going to swarm him. They're going to try and take him after time. Fallen, can he defend his honor?
No chance. He just about does. I thought the Palace flanker would have had him. Didn't hit that first bullet headshot. He's saved by the belt.
Give us that Mozinho reaction again. He was not happy that he didn't convert that kill. That would have been the removal of the AWP. That would have been fallen with absolutely no money. The fact they hold on to that means MongolZ is equipped again. But great output from Mozinho. For me, he's been the MVP of this second half. The impact kills that he has had on some key rounds.
Swing round dig, and then I think they kind of caught
The double
fire.
against the force.
Here it is. This is that one. 2 bullets. Oh. 2 bullets. He had 2 opportunities.
He had a great round, not happy with it, wanted it to be perfect, wanted to really punish.
I mean, you just want certainty, right? This has by no means been an easy game for the Mongols. It was a rough start.
Considering how they looked in the first half, I am surprised we are even at such a competitive point in this game. Remember, FURIA 4 straight losses on Mirage. It could be 5 in just 2 rounds' time. Double AWPs. So CobraZero definitely has that Senzu syndrome.
Yeah, he's just following the footsteps of other Zeras that came before him.
Rerouting straight back to an A plate. Mozinho here has the support of 910 AWP. All the util. You can see Blitz questioning the window boost right now. Util being juggled. Mozinho's going to hear those steps on ramp.
Yeah, sees another one. 910's going to be ready for the first fight. Flash is good from FURIA. He's going to be forced in the flames. 2 missed shots from the sniper. There's Mozinho again. They're trying to find him. He's trying to hit a shot with the AWP, but neither of them will find another. Okay, FURIA, you have access to the bomb site. You've got your man advantage, a double molly. But Blitz is going to be forced forward. A chance with the flashbangs. Furious flash work. Cobra's AWP keeps the conversation alive. Now you're trying to plant, rouse the corner, double kill. Techno secures 12.
That is a crazy 2v4 right there. High octane round, but that is one more, and MongolZ will pick up map number 1.
Oh dear. You had everything you needed. You got the kills. 910 wasn't hitting shots. You kept Mozinho humble. Doesn't matter.
I think this is also a pretty good moment. For CobraZero as well. He had impactful T rounds. Jeez, these all bullets.
Yeah, Cobra shows us.
Yeah, he's definitely connected.
Bang.
All right, well, all works out in the wash, doesn't it? FURIA, can you take us to OT? 2 consecutive required.
Techno getting pushy on his B side. A deep smoke for them to wait out. Just wanted that chip damage, and it did connect. Yuri put down low. 1-shot headshot for the M4. Cobra stays active on his fight short side. Caught with a nade out. Flash did connect, but Cobra manages to tuck and turn tail, looking for the jump out. Serato brings him down. Important frags provided by the 2 of them. It's Techno trying to find some access point. Yakinda's managed to find a wide enough fight. And Fallen even through the smoke, takes everything away.
Okay, well, that will be just their 3rd T-side round.
Necessary one.
Yeah, can't find the 5th and final. Mozinho looks like he wants to get away with that AWP. There's more than enough money, right? Ideally, if he could get an AK, that would be the dream.
And M4 was making its way towards him.
Yeah, still a chance for a delivery. They want this AWP, and Yuri is going to get it. That'll be able to set MongolZ up into the next round, and what is the final round of regulation. Don't worry about the financial situation if you're the MongolZ. They will have everything they want. Even if they wanted to run double AWPs again, they could. It's been very site-centric in the last patch for FURIA. These executes, this time it works. Brute forcing into B.
These are those coach timeouts where, you know, you earn your salt. Mara has pulled the trigger on his final timeout for the must-win final round of regulation.
I'm just curious now, because it has been so site-centric, sure, there was a bit of play through middle there with that, but do you want to go aggressive? And if you can find an opening kill, then they're not going to be able to execute so cleanly, right?
Yeah,
There's obviously risks with that. If you're going aggressive and you give away the opening pick, well, now you're in a man disadvantage situation, which hasn't been a problem up until this point. At the moment, they've been giving over a decent amount of respect to the mid control. So the final orders from Mara, what are they? How are they going to open this round up on the CT side, and what do Fallen and co have in store? Can they push us to OT? Orb starting B.
No one's going to be crossing into the MongolZ sight line, quickly dismantles and dismounts.
So this is the difference. Techno, the B anchor, playing A. Hoping to go overlooked, playing alongside Mzinho. Blitz will continue to deal with Window and Con as he has been. CobraZero stays on short, and they have so much early info on B because of 910's forward presence with the Orb. They have so many nades held onto as well. Techno getting close towards Ram. He's going to take a fight.
Yeah, he fancies his chances. It'll be a head-to-head with Yakinda. Trade from Mzinho required. Never mind. Techno wins it out on his own. That's impact. That is exactly what the Mongols needed to take their map pick. 2 down before the exec.
Yeah, played ahead, and right now you're thinking they had the setup. The trap was already there. If they executed in, they had the unknown piece. But they take the fight to them. It was so dicey. Now they need to hold on. The 5v3.
High risk, high reward. 910's Orb has yet to be discovered. Yuri's going to find out the hard way that he's posted on this line if he dares to swing. Never mind, nice and wide. Caught the momentum, forces the reposition. And the covering fire is there. Mongols with 5 alive off the back of the Mara timeout to take their map pick in this do-or-die affair. MongolZ in a 1 versus 5. They won't even get a look in. Very happy with that one. Mongols take the first step to surviving the day of play. Stage 2, it's brutal out here. First map in the bag for Mongols.
Yeah, it's a big